Welcome back to Very Special Episodes, the series where we highlight the most emotional, thought-provoking, and downright powerful moments in TV history. These aren't just any episodes. These are the ones that made us cry, reflect, or just sit in stunned silence after the credits rolled. For part 17, we're diving back into the world of animation, across genres, generations, and styles, to spotlight 10 episodes that went far deeper than expected. Whether it's grief, trauma, identity, or the moment you realize the world will never be the same again, these episodes didn't hold back. They made their mark, and we're still thinking about them years later. The World of David the Gnome, The Mountains of Beyond. In the final episode of The World of David the Gnome, titled The Mountains of Beyond, the series concludes with a poignant exploration of mortality. David and his wife Lisa, having reached the age of 400, embark on a journey to the mountains of beyond, where gnomes go to pass peacefully into nature. The episode presents death not as something to fear, but as a natural and beautiful part of life's cycle. Their transformation into trees symbolizes a return to the earth, emphasizing themes of harmony and renewal. This gentle portrayal of death offers a comforting perspective for viewers of all ages. By addressing such a profound topic with grace and serenity, the episode provides a meaningful conclusion to the series. It encourages acceptance and understanding of life's inevitable end, leaving a lasting impression on its audience. Beyond just serving as a tear-jerking finale, The Mountains of Beyond dares to handle the concept of death in a way that most adult shows shy away from, let alone children's programming. There's no villain, no tragedy, just a quiet and poetic acceptance of nature's course.
SpongeBob SquarePants! SpongeBob SquarePants!
SpongeBob SquarePants, Dying for Pie. In this episode from SpongeBob SquarePants, Squidward inadvertently gives SpongeBob a pie that he believes is explosive. Convinced that SpongeBob has only a day to live, Squidward endeavors to make his remaining time special. The episode balances its characteristic humor with a surprisingly heartfelt narrative about guilt, friendship, and the value of time spent together. What really makes this episode stand out is how it reveals SpongeBob's unshakable optimism in the face of supposed doom. While Squidward is racked with guilt, SpongeBob simply sees a chance to spend time with a friend. The moments they share, like watching the sunset or laughing together, highlight the beauty in simple companionship. Even though it ends with a comedic twist, the emotional core lingers, making this one of the show's most unexpectedly heartfelt episodes. SMURFS, Once in a Blue Moon. Once in a Blue Moon is a standout episode from the SMURFS series. In this story, a baby Smurf is delivered to the village by a stork, bringing joy to all. However, the stork later returns, claiming the delivery was a mistake and intends to take the baby back. Grouchy Smurf, who has grown attached to the baby, runs away with him, highlighting themes of attachment, loss, and the bonds of chosen family. The episode concludes with the stork deciding to let the baby stay, reinforcing the idea that love and care define family more than biology. This narrative emphasizes the emotional depth of the characters and the importance of compassion and understanding within a community. Code Lyoko, Fight to the Finish. In the penultimate episode to the series finale of Code Lyoko, the team prepares for one final mission to stop the evil artificial intelligence, Ixana. Throughout the episode, Alita is haunted by a disturbing premonition that her father, Franz Hopper, may not survive the final battle. As the group navigates both emotional goodbyes and their most dangerous challenge yet, the weight of responsibility and sacrifice hangs over every moment. The decision to shut down the virtual world of Lyoko for good is symbolic, marking the end of both a literal war and a pivotal chapter in their youth. Tragically, Aelita's fears are realized when her premonition comes true. Franz sacrifices himself to ensure the defeat of Zana once and for all. It's a devastating yet heroic moment that underlines the show's recurring themes of love, sacrifice, and the cost of fighting for what's right. As Lyoko disappears forever, so too does a part of their childhood, and Aelita is left to grieve her father's second and final loss. The bittersweet ending offers closure, but not without heartache. It's a deeply emotional send-off that honors the growth of every character and the bond they form through every upload, scan, and battle in the digital world.
Hearts faithful and strong, sharing kindness. It's an easy feat, and magic makes it all complete. You have mine.
My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Tanks for the Memories. In this episode, Rainbow Dash faces the impending hibernation of her pet tortoise, Tank. Unwilling to accept this temporary separation, she goes through the stages of grief: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. The episode serves as an allegory for coping with loss and change, teaching viewers, especially children, about the importance of processing emotions healthily and the inevitability of life's transitions. The narrative emphasizes the value of support from friends during difficult times. By portraying Rainbow Dash's emotional journey, the episode normalizes expressions of vulnerability and highlights the strength found in accepting and adapting to change.
Hey, Arnold!
Hey Arnold, Chocolate Boy. Chocolate Boy offers a deeper look into a character often used for comic relief in Hey Arnold. The episode reveals that Chocolate Boy's obsession with sweets stems from emotional trauma related to his nanny's departure. With Arnold's help, he attempts to overcome his addiction, highlighting themes of coping mechanisms, the impact of childhood experiences, and the journey toward healing. The animation even reflects the tone shift, with moody lighting and tighter, more intimate scenes showing just how much Chocolate Boy's world has shrunk under the weight of his emotional crutches. While the episode ends on a hopeful note, with Chocolate Boy finally taking a step toward healing, it never sugarcoats how hard change can be. It stands as a powerful metaphor for addiction and the importance of kindness, patience, and mental health awareness, wrapped in a deceptively simple cartoon. X-Men: The Animated Series, A Rogue's Tale. This episode delves into Rogue's past, revealing the traumatic circumstances under which she absorbed Ms. Marvel's powers and memories. The narrative explores themes of identity, guilt, and the struggle for self-acceptance. As Rogue confronts her past and the consequences of her actions, viewers gain insight into her internal conflicts and the complexities of her character, making it one of the most emotionally charged episodes in the series. This episode provides a nuanced portrayal of trauma and its lasting effects. It emphasizes the importance of confronting one's past to achieve personal growth and the role of support systems in navigating emotional turmoil.
Aang can save the world.
Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Southern Air Temple. This marks a turning point in Avatar: The Last Airbender, as Aang discovered the genocide of his people by the Fire Nation. The revelation is devastating, leading Aang to enter the Avatar state in a moment of intense grief and anger. This episode tackles themes of loss, survivor's guilt, and the heavy burden of responsibility. It's a powerful exploration of how personal tragedy can shape one's destiny and the importance of confronting painful truths. The narrative highlights the significance of friendship and support in overcoming adversity. Aang's journey underscores the resilience of the human spirit and the capacity for healing through connection and understanding. King of the Hill: Death Picks Cotton. In this standout episode, Hank Hill faces the death of his estranged father, Cotton. The episode navigates the complexities of their strained relationship, highlighting themes of unresolved issues, the difficulty of forgiveness, and the nuances of grief. As Hank grapples with conflicting emotions, the narrative underscores that mourning isn't always straightforward, especially when the deceased had a complicated legacy. Death Picks Cotton doesn't provide a clean resolution, and that's what makes it so powerful. Hank doesn't have a grand epiphany. He doesn't suddenly reconcile years of resentment, but he does show up. He honors his father's memory in his own quiet way, not because Cotton deserved it, but because Hank needs to believe in something better. It taps into the emotional ambiguity many feel when someone difficult passes away. Grief without closure, mourning without absolution. It's brutally honest, and all the more moving because of it. BoJack Horseman, Free CHURRO. Free CHURRO is a unique episode of BoJack Horseman, consisting entirely of BoJack delivering a eulogy at his mother's funeral. Through his monologue, BoJack reflects on his tumultuous relationship with his parents, touching on themes of neglect, the longing for approval, and the search for meaning and loss. The episode is a raw and unfiltered look at the complexities of familial relationships and the lasting impact of childhood trauma. What makes Free CHURRO so unforgettable is its daring vulnerability. In just under 30 minutes, the show delivers a thesis on generational trauma, emotional neglect, and how we all process grief differently, or don't process it at all. The final punchline, that he's been delivering the eulogy in the wrong room, is darkly hilarious, but also tragic. Even in death, BoJack is misaligned with the world, still searching for meaning. That wraps up Very Special Episodes Part 17. Whether it was a childhood finale that made you cry, a cartoon that tackled grief with unexpected maturity, or an episode that shattered you with a monologue and a churro joke, these stories stuck with us. Because very special doesn't always mean sentimental. Sometimes it means real. A huge shout out and heartfelt thank you to our amazing Throwback Tier members, Peace by Chaos, Thecula, iCritic, Mary Jarrell, Jeremy Bowen, Mr. Blanks, and Sonic and Leighton Fan. Your support means the world, and you're helping keep the nostalgia alive in a big way. I also want to thank all the other awesome members who support the channel. Whether you're new or you've been rocking with us from the beginning, I appreciate every single one of you. If you'd like to help the channel grow even more, don't forget to check out the merch shop. It's another great way to show support and rep that nostalgic love wherever you go. Let us know which of these hit you hardest, or if there's one we haven't covered yet that deserves a spotlight. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss Part 18. And, as always, keep the nostalgia alive.
Whisper